All right, welcome back to episode 4, aka leveling and finishing that dart. So, what I've done is I made me a shotgun and I made me about 300 rounds. I just found me a water source and I've been circling around it, killing anything that moves and looting everything that I can find. So, what I found, even non-hostile creatures, and I'm about to hit level 5, so I figured I'd jump on here and show you. I'm literally just driving around. They're going to try to run for me, but I'm going to shotgun them to death. There it is, my level 5, but I'm going to kill them all. I've done started it. They will never attack you because they're not aggressive. They're a good source of meat. What are you running for? Innocent creatures must die. I don't care. I need my level 5. Let's go loot these guys for meat because now I'm going to have a refrigerator. Make me some steak. Good for that health. And food. And that milk too. You can just drink that milk now. And it gives you a little health, a little food. All free rays. This is that natural stimulant. Annoying. Got over here. Oh, the babies. I killed the babies. Why does the baby got 3 meat and the parent only gives me 1? So we are level... Give me the vegetable. Where are we at? See, we're not far. I just found the nearest water source above me, and I just literally just circled around it, killing everything. If you ever learned anything from Jurassic Park, make our way back around and go south. Ooh, see those things right there. Do not let them get you. But I owe them. Make sure you reload this shotgun before you go in. Why'd your buddy run, bro? Oh, here he comes. He thinks he'll be sneaky. Come on, man. What are they called? Tellure pods. Get out of the water. See, they give you 500 XP. I killed one of the big Stegosaurus things. He never did get aggressive with me. It's the first time I ever killed one of those. But he gave me like 900 XP. Wasn't mad at him at all. So M, trying to go. No, let's just skip and get back. You guys are in a hurry to see this, I'm sure. Dun, 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 dun. Y. F. So we're going to stick everything in here for now. It doesn't matter. So we're going to make some fuel. 10. Hold shift. 10, 20, 30. Because we're going to turn that into a refrigerator. Okay, so we need to go to F2. Go to our tech tree. And we need... See, what I did is I went in here to weapons and I unlocked shotgun. And I went over made me a shotgun. And I made me about 300 shells. And I just went hunting. Super simple to do. So we need our light armor. Thank God. Go in here, and I guess it's in weapons and tools, and a light armor. Pick that up. Let's take this stuff out of production so we get that. Spoiled food. We're going to click this, and we're going to click sort. Why didn't you click sort? Why did you sort? Oh, because it's the top one. And we're going to sort. You need spoiled food anyway. It's not that big of a deal. But we're going to grab all our food items that are perishable and take them out of here. Because our next step is to go over that dart real quick. Anything food related is coming out of here. I know it doesn't look it, but it is. Because here's what's going to happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, always keep one of those. So we're going to come over to the dart, look at it. We're going to hit F4. Look at the good stuff in the... I never even looked. There is a drill charge. That save us right away. The drills are really, really nice. They're so fast. Cargo box. See, we hit F4 and see how we're attached to the dart right now. If we were standing on our base, we could drop this down and our player, the dart, your base, and whatever other vessels that are near you that have a wireless module in them, or they're close enough to you anyway. So we want to go to our fridge and we want to send all of our goodies in here that we want to stay fresh. Because when you put them in a refrigerator, it halts the perishing time. As long as you have that refrigerator running. See, we don't have our jump boost on. We don't have a flashlight. So we're going to grab this, power it up, bring it over here. Hit V to go in third person mode so we can see what we're doing. And we are going to set her down. Why not? So we put our tent down. We're going to keep it here. Now, we're going to hit P. We're going to go in our devices. This lists everything that's in this vessel. And you see we got a fuel tank, core, and generator that's ungrouped because we put it in here. And we never did group it. So we can create groups for those and put them in if we want. Or we can just click this auto group and click OK, and everything will auto group. We're going to go to the main tab, and on these customs, we're going to put fridge. Oh, what am I doing? Fridge only, and hit enter. So now we have a custom for fridge only. Okay. So we're going to go to our devices. And one at a time, we're going to go to the first thruster, and we're going to put the thruster in that category on fridge only in that custom, every one of the thrusters, and put it there. So if there was a generator, if it was a base, you put in a generator. We got our fridge. We want to keep, see, we got it active. We can turn our fridge on and off from here. But the fridge is what we want to leave running, right? So we'll take our lights, put our lights in our fridge only. Spotlight, put it in fridge only. So those are about the only things you could turn off. So that we go now, instead of being here, see our ship is running right now. Lights are on, thrusters are on, and every one of these things is pulling power or draining fuel directly. The generator runs on fuel. The fuel, I think the thrusters technically run off the generator. Because, yeah, I think so. So you hit P to access this. So you can hit Y just to shut it down. But if you do that, you're going to turn off the generators and you're going to turn off the refrigerator. And all your food's going to go bad. So from now on, whenever you want to use this vessel to scout, when you get back, you come in here and you put it on fridge only, and it turns everything else off, but leaves the fridge on. Got it? Good. So we're out of here. So now our fridge is running. Our food is in the refrigerator. V to go back in single person. I hate that view. I did go around and loot boxes that are around the outside. I'm sure there's more on the inside that I haven't seen. But now we got more fuel. We need to make sure we put fuel in that and keep fuel in that so our food stays fresh. But we need spoiled food, because you take spoiled food and you can turn that into a plot that you can grow other plants on. And you can actually take like vegetables and spice and things like that, and you can turn those into plants that you can grow. But for that, you need a food processor. And for a food processor, you either need a CV or a base. So we're going to grab our light armor and put it there. Let's go back over here real quick. We want to keep one fuel on us all the time because of our chainsaw. So we're going to go to manage the fuel. Left click to pick it up, right click to put one down, and we're just going to put the rest in here. 39% fuel. Now let's go look at the statistics of this and see. We've got statistics. We'll see our power and fuel usage here. Got no solar panel because it's not a base. Only a base can have solar panels, maximum 15. With 3 hours and 49 minutes of power left. That's real time, real game time. So we can play for three and a half hours before we have to worry about putting fuel in this again. Right? And that's if we don't get in and fly it. If we get in and fly it, increases the fuel usage. So, the dart, right? Because we are at tier 5. So, we're at level 5. So, we want to go small vessel, because that dart's a small vessel. We need to make small thrusters. So, we're going to unlock the small thrusters. So, we calculated needing 6 of them. Let's see what we need to make 6. We don't need that many in the construction queue. We just keep doing that until we're done here. So, small vessel, devices. What is this? Thruster small for blue. I think we got our first problem. I do not think we can make thrusters for... See, those are blue, so we can't use those. I don't think we could make thrusters using this. I think we have to have a small constructor to be able to do that. So why can't we make this? We need stuff that we don't have. So it's electronics, computers, and let's go look. Components. My mouse is giving me problems. Electronics, computer. That would make any sense. Electronics, computer, and optical fiber. How many of each? All right, so 4, 5, and 3. Electronics, computer, and optical fiber. 4 electronics. Something's wrong. Maybe we can make 1 of each, but not enough. Electronics, computer, and optical fiber. Let's go figure out what the core of all these are. Electronics, silicone. I guarantee it's silicone. It's always silicone, so we need silicone. Imagine that. The most petty of things is holding us back. So let's just go get some silicone. How much fuel's in here? Yeah, let's put some more fuel in here. Okay, now let's make it. Let's put 3 more in here. Let's go get some silicone. Left click, right click, leave 1. Yeah, we're good. Let's go get that silicone. What's that south of us? Because this thing doesn't have a detector, which annoys me. I should have put one on it. Unlock it and put one on it. This way I don't have to get off to do that. Yeah. Click F. Use our detector. See what we got. Let's go to the right over here. Oh. Silicone. Is that broken one? No, it's showing. So if it's showing, it ain't broken. It's Spider's Nest. That's a good way to get XP. Should have thought of that. So there we go. Alright, so we're gonna Y to shut this off. F to get up. Stop. F to get out. Hit our scanner again so the silicone shows up. It's right there below us. We're just gonna stand right here, hit F5, pull out our drone, left click, go to resource drill, and then drill right down into it. Go right to it. You don't want to go down here on foot. You get trapped. Press tab twice. See how it popped up our mini map up top? So that we can see if any spiders or anything come over and try to attack us. Pretty sure we're going to need to grab some copper too while we're out here. Grab a little iron. No, we'll probably do iron. Yeah, we will because we're manufacturing things. See, you in the factory you can put steel plates, titanium, sathium, and that sort of stuff in there to substitute for the ingots. But inside your constructors, you absolutely cannot. Okay, that's enough of what we need. Scan the area again. Zoom around until we see our next let's go back and swing over the iron because the copper's on the way. Alt to make sure, yeah, we're above it. So let's Y, shut it off. F to get out. Scan one more time so we get a good view of it. F5, go back to our multi-tool, and we should already be on resource drill, and we are. Now to get some iron. We're picking up stone too, so that stone is where we get our carbon substrate. Remember, plant fibers and the stone dust, I think it was, or crushed stone. Either way, we're picking it up. Those are the basic essentials of what you need. Steel plates you get from iron ingots. In all reality, I would have just skipped the dart. But I want to show you guys how to use the tool and stuff like that. And that dart's the quickest, easiest way. So we'll get the dart, we'll get it working. And we'll use it to go get some Promethean pellets. Oh, I forgot to put my suit on. Duh. Oh, inventory's full. I'll show you what happens when the inventory gets full. See, it's here on the ground. So what you got to do is come over here to this. Just put as much as you can in the back of this. Come back over, pick this up. And we picked up 10 more. So let's find out on our map. We are due south. We're going to turn and go to our family north. Popping a wheelie. Alright. I didn't get any copper, but we ran out of inventory space. Why to shut it off? Save fuel. And it locks. That's funny. Lower our constructor. Stick everything in here. We're essentially what I'm thinking is we're going to have to yank that thing down. And we don't have to. You just power it essentially. But if you're going to pull it, if you're going to do it, just grab it and bring it down. So let's see if we can make our core now. Why can we still not make our core? What's happening? Okay, electronics and computers. Electronics, copper ingot, and computer. Steel plate and optical fiber, silicon ingot. I'm pretty sure it's the copper, so. I hate this thing. It's so janky. There we go. Okay. Let's go get us some copper right there below us. Yeah, you see how when you're stuck to the ground like that, when it finally does dock, you have to push spacebar to undock. Oh well. What is? Let's go check out this resource guy right now. Oh, yeah, why not? I smell spiders. That happened? There she is. Alright, let's just F5 and get this thing going. Some spiders come over here. Know that we need to get to a POI. And a good POI would be a bunker, an abandoned bunker. When you're riding around, I mean, when you're riding around hunting and stuff like that, use the time to go scout areas that you haven't unclear. When you open the map up, get rid of that fog so you can start seeing what everything is around you. And you want to avoid being in places like in Talon. You just don't want to fight them. I mean, it's easy XP to kill the Talon, but then the Talon's mad at you, and then if you know every time you do put a base down, they'll be coming over and attacking your base, and it just makes life suck. You've already got to deal with the Xerax, and you know if you ever do need food or stuff like this, the Talon are usually right by you because you got a territory and they got a territory, and you can go over there and you can trade things with them and get food and stuff. So it'll save you from time and having to go around and camp farming food all the time, etc., etc., etc. But that dart makes it really easy, but just the same. Okay, that's good. Let's get back to base because it's getting dark. Y map, and we want to go down there, due north. Stop it. Now these containers that are here at the UC Heidelberg are really handy. Even before we put our own core down to turn it into our own base, we could use those containers. So if we're collecting things and we need space to put them, we can put them in there. I just am always reluctant to create a base because I know as soon as you put a base down, start a base. Oh my God! I bet I did. As soon as you create a base, the time starts ticking, and basically the Xerax drone attacks will start, and they get annoying to me after a while. I don't turn them off because it's nice when you want them, and they'll just blow everything up. Because if I was to put down a core here, everything here is now my base, even little scrap metal out here and everything else, and they'll attack your vessels, and it's a pain in the butt. Okay, so now we should have enough. There it is. Yeah, I was just missing a minor part, even though I had enough to make it. Even though I had enough to come in here and make an electronic or a computer or an optical fiber, one of the underlying ingredients, I had enough to make one of each, but the steel plate needs 4 electronics, 5 computers, and 3 optical fibers. I was going to run out of silicon and copper in the meanwhile. So now I can make a core, but if I'm going to do this with it, what I'm going to need to do is hit F2, and I'm going to go to my base, and I got to start unlocking things from my base because I don't need a fuel tank, but I am going to need a generator. So when I plop this thing down, I'm going to need to be able to make a generator because I can't make small engines right now because I just don't have it. Let's make sure it's unlocked and it's not me. It's not. Let's go back and look again and go here and go to devices and see small engines are not here. But a hovercraft engine, I can make that. See how it's blue? There's no green to it. I can't make a hovercraft engine. So we're going to plop this core down, and we're going to... Maybe this thing does have a generator, but 99% of the time when you plop down a core, it blows up the generator. Sometimes there's the asteroid that hit this ship that made it crash. Sometimes it's still attached part of the ship, and it just sucks so much power. And it makes it inefficient because you can't turn it off. You can't anything. I played through one game and it wasn't there, but every other game it was. So I don't know if it's randomized. I don't know. So I typically don't make a base out of this. I typically just grab the parts that I need off of this, put them in a chest, and then I make a small little base off of the side that I can destroy the core, because that's what the Xerax are after. They're coming to destroy your core. Once they destroy the core, your base is dead. So, what was I going to look at for you? Oh, starter blocks. You see how this is an existing thing, so I'm putting down a core to make it mine. Well, what if I just wanted to build my own? Well, for that, you need which I doubt you can even make here. Oh, here they go. So a base starter and a hover vessel starter. So to make a CV or an SV, you're going to need either a large constructor and a small constructor, a large constructor, and an advanced constructor. Those are the next stages up. So you could just create a starter block, plop it down. Like say you drop your core here, and then it turns out there's that asteroid attached to this, or it's just sucking fuel, because every single block that's attached to this base counts towards things. Like I'll give you an example. When you look at this, you hit P, and you go to statistics, you're going to see, let's go to CPU statistics. You're going to see this thing, it's a small vessel, so it'd be hard pressed. Tier 1 CPU gives you, and that's just a core, right? So if you just put down a core, you have a tier 1 CPU capabilities. On a hover vessel, that's 5,000. So the ground repulse engines in this are using 1,600. But when you look over and everything else that's using CPU, all that stuff starts adding up. So when you look at, let's go to bed. So when you're looking at the Heidelberg here, you see every block like that container. Containers were really big. The advanced constructors, these O2 tanks, which you don't need. You know what I mean? All these ventilators and lights and all the thrusters that are attached to it. See, there's thrusters that are attached to it over here. You know, there's thrusters all over the place. And once you put the core down, you'd be able to hit P to access the computer to see what all is attached, and you'll see everything that's attached. And then you can go around collecting all this stuff and just put it in a chest. This way, if you want it later, you can use it later, or you can just salvage the whole damn thing. But I want that large constructor, right? And I can just put that large constructor down here, put a generator down here, put some fuel in the fuel tanks that's already attached to the thing, and I can turn it on and off as needed to make the things that I need to make. And if the drone attacks start, I just destroy the core. You see how easy it is to make another one. So let's see if I can make a base generator now. I should be able to make a base generator out of this. Devices, base, generator. You damn sure don't want to leave this Heidelberg running as you walk away, because this thing will suck fuel. You barely have enough time to run around making fuel. Matter of fact, the first time me and my nephew played through this together, that's what his job was. This thing was in the middle of a forest. By the time it was over with, there was no forest left. We used all the trees. You can go get promethium and use promethium to make fuel, but when you're on the ground trying to get off the ground, using that promethium as fuel, it's costly. It don't matter where you put that core. Just put it somewhere. Like, I'm probably going to take it and put it. I'll probably put it right here next to this, because this block, even though it doesn't look attached to it, it's still part of this ship. So I'll put this core here, and this way, if there's nothing else attached to it, I can tear this whole thing down and salvage it, right? And get all these little chests that are laying around here, and that'd be a good thing to show you about chests. That was something that I do need to show you, that I thought was neat to learn. So let's put my core here. Now, generators, when they're running, they give off heat and radiation and stuff like that. So you don't ever want to put a generator right next to where you're going to be working and standing all the time. Can't believe I'm doing this so early, but whatever, let's do it. We'll deal with it as it comes. So we're going to put a core down. Oh, no. See? Dermal burn. I hate these things. All right. It's just a life lesson for you guys. So, of course, it's right when I put it down. So I put the core down. That's my core. So I hit P. Bam. I am in devices now. And let's go to main. Ugh, he killed me. Thank God my tin is down. And I keep all my stuff so I don't have to constantly pick it up. That's how quickly dermal burn kills you. It's all right. I'm at base, not out of the POI on it. So when you die, you get all these choices. So I got a survival tent down. Now, if I was in a hover vessel, you have like a spawn station you could put in it. Or if I was at a base, You could put like a hell station down, and that acts as a spawn point. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you right now. Hit the survival tent. We're going to hit P to get back into the Heidelberg. So we're just going to call it. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put it job, so it's here. So you see CPU usage is 144,247,000. So let's look at CPU statistics. We've got 80,000 to deal with, and it's using 144,000 at 27%. And I'm pretty sure you can look and see hardened steel blocks. It's using 792 of them. That's using 792. Steel block 618. We're going to go through and find the things. See the thrusters. There's 3 medium thrusters using 40,000. 6 small thrusters using. So 72,000. We knock 72,000 off of that. Get that back down. So it's not a complete fuel hog, right? But we don't want to put the generator down yet, because as soon as we put this little generator down, all that stuff attached to it, it's going to murder it. So let's put our generator in here, and we're going to show you. We want to put it. Yeah, this is good. No. Oh, I don't have a multi-tool. I can't, people. I don't have a multi-tool that I could use. Man, this is going to suck. Oh, so let's put it in here. Let's go get some promethium. There's probably a multi-tool in one of these chests. Oh, watch this. So we don't have to run around looking for chests. You hit F4, Heidelberg. You see all the cargo boxes that are attached to it? You can go through these cargo boxes one at a time. So we'll pull the computer out. Just take all the stuff out of them using the Wi-Fi without having to run around and see all of them. So there's a multi-tool. Yeah, I think there was a multi-tool. I picked it up. I think I put it in the... MS30 large, MS04, electronic current, all junk. Mostly because I'm low level. Fridge, there's 2 fridges here too. Yeah. So the multi-tool I have here. Let's go put this stuff in here. Did I pick one up? Put it in? I didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. See the multi-tool I have here. It's got a thing where I could just right click on it and retrieve blocks. So because I own it, I can just click on it, and the whole block as it sits, or as its base block, will go into my inventory, so I can reuse it. And that's what we're going to do with the advanced constructor, the refrigerator. There's a health pod in here, the armor locker, all of that stuff. But speaking of which, right over here, I have my armor. So back here's that armor locker, remember? So if I had that multi-tool working, oh, come on, let me in. I am not going to play games with you. I don't need you. It's a big block, hardened steel. There it is. So there's an armor locker. We're going to open the armor locker because we have our armor. Now we can put it here, and now we have armor. Now over here, you see it's got 2 boosters. So light armor's got 2, medium armor's got 3, and heavy armor's got 4. And then there is, I've only ever seen it one time, but there's an epic armor, and it don't have any. That's because it's got one of all the little boosters that you can put in here. You can put like an EVA booster, a multi booster in here. Like if you want to be in space, you need the EVA or the multi. I think it's both. Or you can put an insulator in there, because if not, you'll just get cold and hypothermic. You can only be out there for so long. And when you're wanting to mine, you want to mine. But the beautiful thing is, push L to your light, push J to turn your jetpack on, and you get a nice little boost. And you can put jetpack boosts in there and everything else. So hit F4. What that was about. Go to our fridge. Wait, no, we're at the Heidelberg. Remember I told you if you had a round, go to US, go to the Dart, go to our fridge. I didn't have to get in it to do it, but I did. See, it's running. And if you fall from a high place, just wait till you get close to the ground, hit your jet boosters. So we need... This thing is going to suck flying. It's going to suck so bad. We're going to go find us some Promethium. P. Open up our menu. Go to the main tab. Go to manage. I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try to get to about 50%. There we go. You get to a POI, there are always Promethium tanks. So remember we turned off our stuff. So, oh shit, why is that like that? Oh, fridge only. Oh, fridge only. So I know it's off, right? So when you turn that off, basically you're turning off all the stuff you had listed in there. We don't need oxygen. We got auto brake on. Oh my god. Oh, the pilot mode. Let me show you. Let's take a minute to show them. Spacebar to lift straight up off the ground. C makes you go down, right? W makes you go forward. A makes you strafe. Mouse lets you look around. This is a really bad example of a ship that allows you to do that because it's only got one turn engine. Now, if I was to be moving forward, it basically the CPU makes adjustments in the thrust vectoring in order to allow you to be able to turn both directions. Anyway, so hit P again. You see this auto brake? Watch this. I'll hit W. If I let go of the space bar that keeps me floating in the air, the thing will fall to the ground. I have to keep the space bar to keep me off the ground. But if I'm going forward and I let go, if you're in space, you just keep drifting forever. So auto brake on. Now pilot mode. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. So now you see I got a different reticle that I can move around, and I'm moving my mouse and I'm not going anywhere. Well, when I bank, it makes a shit move. Bank, it makes a shit move. I don't know if this has something to do with guns, like so you could pick a target to shoot at. I don't know, but a lot of people like to use this. I use a trackball. This does nothing for me. Play with it if you like. All right. So we got suit of armor now, so we can go in slightly radioactive areas as long as we're on planet. But we don't want to go anywhere near Xerax. I do know that if you go near Xerax and they attack you and you have to defend yourself, the drone attacks are going to start immediately. So we're going to use this ship to clear some of this fog of war out the way. So we're going to start south. 0 to level out. Hold W. Get your maximum speed. This is really slow at 32 because we've only got one engine. And push control while you're holding W, and now it's auto flight so that you can just change your elevation a little bit to get over things, maybe a lot in this, and it's got no thrust. And we're going to keep pushing M. So what we're looking for, no, we're going to double back. Please, 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 please have it. Because you see this vessel also doesn't have a scanner, and we need a scanner. Oh wow, we got pretty far. We're going back to the Heidelberg though. I need to put a waypoint down for the base. That's just annoying. So mouse all the way in, go to where we want to go. Right click on it, put a waypoint, and just put home. Show on HUD so that you see it in the open world. Except there's a remove approach you can click. God, this thing sucks. V. I'm pushing C and W at the same time right now, so I'm dropping out of the sky with my one down engine. I'm trying to see if I can't make a detector. I'm going to be upset if I can't even make a detector with this. I swear I'll build a starter block. Because you got to have a detector to find what we're looking for. Because we're trying to find an ore. I can't turn. Remember, I can't turn. Can't strafe. Good enough. Remember, we can't shut this off. So we got our fuel in it, so we do our fridge only. V to get back into our first-person mode. Hit F2. Because we got to go to our tech tree, and we got to go to small vessels. Why can't... Oh, okay. See, this is up the chain, so I got to unlock generators. That's the detector. Just like the thing that's in her hand, but it's for the ships. Please let me make it. Please. Okay. Okay, so we got a generator. Let's go base. Oh. Where would it be? A base starter. Oh, crap. Here we go. So we're going to need to unlock a fuel tank. We got a generator. Small constructor. It's our food processor. We'll pick that up later. That should be all we need. We're going to do this, bro. All right. I swear to God, this better let me make the stuff I need. So we're going to click base. Maybe it'll let me make the engines too, so this thing's palatable to fly. To go get some promethium. It's alright, it's not that big of a deal. When we get back, we'll strip everything we need. We'll make a multi-tool. We'll strip everything we need off of this, and then we'll destroy the core of the Heidelberg. And then it's just a matter of salvaging it for metal. What am I making? Devices. So we need a fuel tank and a small constructor. I hope I can make what I need to make with a small constructor. I'm pretty sure I need a small constructor to make a large constructor, and that's the thing that's on the wall that I need a multi-tool to make. Everything is in steps. Now, we'll probably step away a bit, not far, which is a good thing to understand, that you can... I don't need this multi-tool on mine right now. No, starter block is more than one block, but it's alright. I don't care. We'll use it. A fuel tank. I don't know if I can pick that up directly. Oh, it's only going to give me one block. So we got to get away from the base. Because technically this ship is crashed. And this looks like grass, but I guarantee if I grab my tool and I dig down, let's just demonstrate. Resource drill. See? See all the stuff that's buried up underneath? So there's probably stuff underneath there. So you can't set it. Let's see, we'll let you put it. So let's try to find a reasonable place to put it. Can we go a page down with it? Yeah. So that's there. I created a new base. So put our fuel tank there. As long as it's touching that block, it doesn't matter. So give off me. Oh, because this isn't a portable constructor. This is an actual constructor. As long as it's touching it. But there is gravity to deal with here. So, but one block touching will be okay. We'll put it there. We need our generator. What do I do with my generator? I've actually got to make a container. 2 containers. Well, I can make one for now. It doesn't matter. Crap. F2. Tech tree. Base. Because these constructors require you to have a cargo box or a container of some sorts in order for it to pull materials in. Ours, we put it in, but these require those. So base, devices, container. What did they do with that generator? What did I do with the generator? Did I put it in a box? Yeah, I did, didn't I? What did I do with it? I think I put it here. So now technically I got 2 bases, but that's okay. We'll see if the Xerax will attack us. We're going to put this on the back side, and we're going to rotate it so that it faces backwards. A few things here. Put one in. Now, mind you, watch this. So now we're going to take our crate. Now, this is the thing I wanted to teach you guys. You see how we just got a crate. Now, this crate is only going to hold 8,000. But if you right-click on it, it gives you all these different options. So if you look at it, volume capacity is 32. That's 32,000. See how this one is 8? This is 32, 8, 32, 8. There's reasons why, because the bigger your cargo box is, the more CPU it uses and everything else. And if you're trying to micromanage CPU, if you only got enough, left over and you need more space, well, then you'd want to go grab one of these smaller ones that are, what is it, 3.29, really tiny, 2.97, but we want the largest one possible, and we'll use this one. I like this one. So, because we just want to put 16,000. Now, I didn't have to make one. I could have picked one of these ones up if I had a multi-tool. So, there. So now we have a base, and we have a constructor, and we go inside of here. Oh, let's click P to access our base, and put what do we call it? The slums, because we're literally in dirt. And we're going to change it to job. I hit enter. And you're going to go to our devices. None of this stuff is in devices. Why it's important to group these things, because I'm going to look at this and hit P. And I don't have anything to do over here, right? And it's just called cargo box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit auto group. And I'm going to click OK. And it's going to put everything in a group. Now, if I look at it, and the item I want to pull up, it says cargo box 1. I can name it constructor. Just name it constructor. You can put one for constructor in, the other for constructor out, but we're poor, so constructor it is. So now we go into our constructor and we go to here and it lists all the boxes that are associated with this base. We've got constructor. Now for our output, it's just going to choose input if we don't pick one. So we can put another container down and then pick that one, constructor in, constructor out. Okay, now that we got that covered, we don't have anything in here. And what do we want to make? We want to make drill charges, multi-charges. We need steel plates and Promethean pellets. We're going to go get that. But hover vessels, please, oh God, oh please. SVs. Oh, there we go. Thrusters small. So I'm going to start pulling. Watch this. F. Perfect. Wi-Fi connection to this. Right? So now, see my bar is yellow. I'm going to go over to my constructor. I'm getting far out. I don't want to leave range. I can go here now, and I can start. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. It was too far away. So it's okay. We're going to need steel plates, motors, capacitors. We'll grab wood later. I don't need that. Nanotubes, copper, ore. I'm pretty sure that stuff's going to fill my inventory. 599 out of 600. Now all I need is Xerax to attack me and destroy everything. But if I destroy that core, they won't attack me. I got to destroy both cores. Cellulose, copper, stone. We'll get that wood too. Great, we got everything, didn't we? Yeah, we got everything of use so far. Crap. I'm just holding shift and clicking everything into here. Now, number one thing, the device is the detector. Not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything? Well, because this is the new base, and I've never hit Y to turn it on. So we're going to click F. It's making our detector. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 motors. The hovercraft. And unlock the detector for that. But if you're in the hovercraft, you can make the detector for that thing too. So now we have our detector. You can't pull it out of here. You can go to here and pull it out. Oh, no, I can't believe I did that. Shut it off. Main. Turn it back on. All that preaching I did to you guys. V so I can see what I'm doing. 0 to level out. Alt so I can circle around and watch that front end. Wait for the landing gear to grab. Hit P. Fridge only. Jump out. Now remember, we got thrusters. We can get up there now. So what do we got? Let's go to V. We don't care where it goes right now. We just want it in there. So we're going to click on it. We got one for a small vessel. Is that good for me? That's good for me. Because in a minute, it doesn't matter. I'll be able to take it down, move it anywhere I want. So we put it there. It doesn't matter. You can put it anywhere you want, as long as it's attached to the vehicle. Now, see this thing here? It's missing an engine here. So we want to go salvage it. It doesn't matter because we're going to put a whole new engine in. Just be careful not to take anything else out. So we got that one out. It's got a motor there. Let's get our thrusters. I'm sorry. 3. Why is it only 3? This is a known glitch. You see how I'm clicking it to get this thing done? It's not finishing it. Oh, you know what happened? Ran out of fuel and my base shut down. But that is a known glitch. You'll walk away from Strarter and it's just stopped making stuff. And you just got to keep opening and closing it. It's kind of like slapping an old TV. So we got thruster. We're just going to stick a thruster in the bottom of this. Now this is where this whole, we got insert and delete, home and end. So we want to rotate this and basically flip it around. So we're going to get to, it doesn't matter that axis. We're just hitting insert to get to that purple axis. So that's the axis we want to spin it on. And we're going to hit home to spin it. To spin it. So our thruster is facing the way we want it to face. Bam. So we got our thruster in there. Now, because that thruster is not grouped, it's going to turn on because the ship is on. Right? So when we group it all, you'll see it'll work. We don't really need the downward motor, but if we have enough to make an extra one, I will. Why are you froze? Here we go. See how it was froze? They're working on it, guys. It's a good game. So I want one for each. Make an extra one. Grab them. Put here. Okay, so I made an extra one so we can put down so I'm not struggling to take off. Easy so I don't break anything else. Now, because I added an extra motor, it changed. So back to hitting insert till I get a spin axis to spin it. Bam. Now we're going to jump in this ship. So space up. F to get in it. P. We're not going to arrange everything right now. We're just going to turn it on so we get full thruster so we can take off. V so I can see what I'm going with it. And I'm going to put it down. I would like to put 2 more in the rear if I could. And P, shut everything off. F, jump out. Oh yeah, I did show you. You see how I know I got see right here? I got the detector. See, now I can detect. F to get out. V to get back into first person. What I got here for motors? Thrusters. One side this way. The thing that aggravates me is I can't turn. And bow. Bow. That thruster. See, these are you can't put the motor in here, see, because it won't go in. So you got to take that crap that's in, it's out. You can't repair it because it's too far gone. Spin it with insert until we get the axis we want to spin. Oh, so see, there's your motor here. So we're going to get to this one and spin it until we get the motor facing the way we want. So now we got a forward thruster, side thruster. We got 2 forwards. Oh, the down, 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 the down, down, down. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's sideways. There we go. Oh, I have the 2 for the rear, don't I? I do. Oh, there's 1 rear here. See, this is where it gets tricky. So I think that'll do it. Yep, it did it. See, there's an empty space there. I could have put something in it. But it's okay. We'll deal with that later when we can actually take parts in and out of this without a problem. Now, you can't block engines, but you can see you used to be able to just put a solid block in front of an engine. This way engines were hidden. They weren't easy to attack. They fixed it so you can't do that no more. But you can put these, basically, they're considered transparent blocks. So we can put 2 more engines in the back of this. If we had 1 extra engine, it'd be good. And we could get the paint tool and change the color of anything that we own. That's a whole another video, because we're going to get this motor. We're going to get this motor in, the thruster in. 1 last thruster. It's not necessary, but it gives you the oomph to take off. This vessel doesn't have a lot of storage, but early on it's an easy vessel. But again, I would just rather make the Iron Bandit because it's got really good storage. It's got a refrigerator. It's got guns on it, including the turret, which is awesome. We get done with this, we're going to end this video, and we'll pick up the next video where I show you how to go find this Promethium. So we can get busy making a multi-tool charges and drill charges and show you a drill. And start picking stuff up from this base. Okay. So we're done. So we're going to save fuel by shutting this thing off, because we don't need it. Take this other thruster. And it's going to go in the hole. And find the axis we want to spin it on. And there it is. Double verify, because I've done that before. Bow. Now, all our thrusters are in. But remember, we got to go P. We could have done this from outside. Just stared at it, hit P. Go to our devices. See, we got all these parts that aren't associated with it. So and it automatically puts it whether it's up, left, back, right, down, or forward. But what's important for us is that we be able to do the fridge only, right? And now we're saving fuel, right? Why are we at half thrusters? That doesn't make sense. What's missing? So that's at fridge only. Oh, because we added some in here. It's a good thing I checked. Make sure. Oh, because we didn't have any left, right? So that's why the left wasn't on fridge only. That's why our thrusters didn't kick off. So now we can fridge only and kick our stuff off. Escape to get out of that. F. So we're good. Let's see how she handles. EP, fridge only. Wow. Yeah, baby. Scan the area. We can find some Promethium now. We're not going to be able to carry a lot, because let's hit F4, see what we got for storage on this. F4, we got the fridge. We got one cargo box of 125. And another cargo box of 250. It's better than nothing, but it's less than satisfactory. 0 to level out. Yeah, we moving now. You got to be careful. You don't want to get into any fights with this thing. Ooh, you see the purple? Oh, this has got much longer range than our other one. That purple is a point of interest. And that will be an exciting episode. So tune in to the next episode when we I show you how to go find some relatively rare ore Promethium. Make sure we shut this off, save fuel. And we get a night's sleep here. All right. Please like and subscribe, man. I appreciate all the support. Thank you very much.